Have you ever volunteered yourself to do something on a job that wasn't really your responsibility and then wondered what you were thinking afterwards? That's kind of where I'm at right now. But we just got through making these oval casing pieces out of MDF to match the radius jambs that I made. Just posted another video on that. Check that video out if you want to see how to make these jambs. But this video, we're going to look at how to make these oval casings. This is a quick and dirty method. Nothing crazy here, nothing crazy professional. Mostly me fumbling through the whole process. So hope you enjoy. We'll dig right into it. Well, I just royally screwed this up. Tried to cut the whole thing out with a 1/2-inch spiral flush trim bit with the material still in the center, having material on both sides. The bit was just not cutting smooth at all, and ended up going past my edge on the jambs, just really ugly. So I should have traced it first and left about an 1/8 inch, and then that flush bit would have done really well, but I didn't do that. So now I'm punting, trying to fix this thing. So what I've got now is a rabbiting bit set up with a guide bearing on the bottom. It'll give me a 1/4 inch reveal. I had to add a couple washers to drop that bearing low enough to hit my jamb, since I screwed this up and it's not smooth up here at all. So that then forced me to have to put the bit basically right against the bottom of the plate. So this is definitely not an ideal circumstance. I definitely should have cut out the center first and then just routed off a 1/16 or an 1/8. So we'll see if we can salvage this piece or not. I don't have any more MDF. I've just got 2 pieces of this, so hopefully I can make it work. The good news is I think I was able to correct my first mistake. If this will focus, you can see that first flush deal did not cut well at all, ended up really bad. But now I've got a 1/4 inch rabbet on here that lines up nicely with the inside of the jamb. So now I just need to flip the piece over and run a flush bit the opposite way to get this remaining piece of the rabbet off. I'm changing the plan. I did a test cut on one corner at about 5 inches wide just to see how close I could follow my pencil line with the jigsaw and then hit it with a belt sander. And it's, I can get a real nice curve on that. No problem, I feel. Plenty adequate for what I'm doing here. So rather than screw around with a custom setup on the router, I'm just gonna cut this out with a jigsaw and that will be good enough. At this point, I've got one set of casing done, one piece of casing done, nice 1/4 inch reveal to my jamb. So I need 2 of these. So now I'm going to trace this onto my next piece. I'm gonna cut it with the jigsaw about a 1/16 or an 1/8 strong. And then I'll use the flush bit on the router to get it real nice. Part of the reason I'm still using the form that I had whenever I made my jambs is because I know this form matches the window exactly. So I want my jamb to keep the shape of the window that it's going to go in, because it is pretty tight. And my theory is, my thinking is, that leaving the jamb on the form, I can then take my piece of casing and nail it onto my jamb, and that will help the jamb keep that exact form whenever I take it off of the forms. So that's why I'm kind of doing this whole thing in this process. So I hope you guys maybe enjoyed watching this process. Nothing crazy here, mostly me fumbling through it, trying to fix my screw ups as I go. But again, method to the madness here. Keep the radius jamb around the form, which matches my template. That way these can be painted, and I'll take them up the ladder and just put them right in place, nail them off, and we'll be good to go. Had I taken these jambs off of the form or the template here, things could have shifted, and the framing was extremely tight to the outside of these vinyl windows, so I needed to be very precise. So that's why the order of operations was as it was here, so that hopefully these will fit like they're supposed to.